Very important discussion for tonight. Now, the PDP and LP appeals against victory of President Tinubu at the Presidential Election Petitions Court came up for deliberation at the Supreme Court on Monday. What are your own key takeaways from that hearing?
Well, it's a pending appeal, so I wouldn't like to go much into details about it, you know. Unlike them, who, in fact, these people started litigating this appeal, which the Supreme Court just heard yesterday. They started litigating it. They even started litigating it before the Presidential Elections Petitions Tribunal rendered judgment, you know. And then once they lost woefully, and they were excoriated, they started litigating the case, trying to teach the Supreme Court of Nigeria law. You know, there are all these people around. I don't even know them. You know, all kinds of lawyers around. There is one guy called Barrister Kalu Kalu, who is apparently Atiku Abubakar's lawyer, who just goes about. I mean, that is not how we operate in law, you know. Now, I think yesterday, if I'm not mistaken, there was a judgment rendered on an appeal that my party man, distinguished Senator Smart Adeyemi, brought before the Supreme Court, and he was excoriated for going on TV and making a statement such as, if the Supreme Court is fair, it will render judgment in his favor. I mean, how do you talk like that? How do people reason like that? So if the judgment is not in your favor, therefore the court is not fair, you know? And this is what people have been doing all the while. And then for me personally, it is an indictment on some of our colleagues, including some of our senior colleagues at the bar, you know? You see, do you know something about our profession, Jumoke? Once you accept a client to retain you, to engage your services, that client becomes your responsibility. So it is not really the privilege as such of a lawyer to pretend he does not know what his client is doing. So where you have retained a client, you have you have been retained by a client, you are now representing that client. And our approach to serving our clients is with the utmost good faith. So where your client supporters are busy insulting judges, impugning the judiciary, sending threatening text messages to members of judges' families, putting their photographs on the pulpit, praying and casting and biting, my God, I will dump you as a client. I will warn you. I will tell you I won't tolerate this from you. We just don't operate like this. And then, if you don't stop, if you don't caution your supporters, I will dump you as a client. Now, what has been happening is that, hello?
Onokpasa, also on Monday, the appeal filed by APM was dismissed. How critical is that victory for the APC in the whole matter?
Well, we welcome the victory, but it's not as if APM was just APM was always wasting his time in court, and we were never even bothered. That is just the truth. We were not bothered. I mean, these are people. The Supreme Court had already rendered a judgment on the subject matter. They still went to the same Supreme Court. It's an abuse of court process. So that one is not even an issue. Frankly, there are no issues here. I don't know what Atiku Abubakar wants to do with his so-called discoveries in America, his depositions. What does he want? What does he really want to do? That is he going to reduce the Supreme Court of Nigeria to a trial court and ask the court that is, hello?
Yeah, there are talks about FBI documents which the U.S. court turned down. And for better perspective for some of our viewers, the United States District Court of Columbia declined a request to force the Central Intelligence Agency, CIA, Federal Bureau of Investigation, and Internal Revenue Service to release information on President Bola Tinubu. What's your view on this?
Yes, it is the same thing. So this whole this entire election cycle, this litigation, I've just brought a preponderance of the readiness of litigants to try to abuse court process. You know. Now you say somebody forged certificate. According to you, when it's clear that the university the person attended said this person is our student and we graduated him, how can he forge a degree that they gave to him? Okay, no problem. If you can succeed in turning the Supreme Court, because the law says the Supreme Court cannot even assume original criminal jurisdiction. No problem. If you can succeed, though, go right ahead. I don't know the kind of law these people want us to practice in this country. Now, the same thing. You go to America. You say what? You say the FBI did what? Investigated who? President Tinubu. That he did what? The FBI investigated. The FBI has a file on Bola Tinubu, and he did not charge Bola Tinubu to court. Listen carefully to this, Mr. Latunji. You investigate me. If you claim you investigate me and you have any information on me, charge me to court. Some third party cannot come and say and ask you to give me my file. Give me my file for what? If you have any information on me, charge me to court. That's what we do.
So
You cannot impugn on my reputation, but somebody can't come and say, oh, give me. In fact, I just pity Atiku Abubakar because it just seems these people just keep collecting money from him. We can solve the problem this way. Waziri, we can solve the problem this way.
Just as you've hinted on the program tonight, some analysts are worried that the judiciary is being attacked through propaganda on social media. How can this be checked?
Please, kindly come again.
I said, just like you've hinted on the program tonight, some analysts are worried that the judiciary is being attacked through propaganda on social media. How can this be checked? In few seconds.
Well, it is the obligation of us, because the bench, you know, our judges, our justices, the way our profession operates, they don't defend themselves. So how we solve that problem from ancient times? It is the duty of the bar to defend the bench. So it is a disgrace where you have lawyers keeping quiet when their clients and their supporters are attacking the judiciary. It is for the NBA. I don't know why our NBA has been so indolent thus far. It is for our NBA to call everybody to order, at least regarding our profession. Then there are laws against cyberbullying, and we just have to enforce our laws. People can't keep attacking judges. Please, we can't continue that way. Just like His Lordship, the Honorable Justice Ajim told Esmatadiyemi the other day, if you retain a lawyer, go and sleep. Wait for the court to render judgment. That is what we do. Now, I can assure you that lawyers are very, very difficult people to intimidate. You are wasting your time if you think you are going to be able to intimidate lawyers. Judges are even more difficult to intimidate. So all these people, all these social media nonsense they are doing, they are wasting their time. The judges will see render justice according to law. In fact, according to morality, according to good conscience, according to natural justice, equity, and good conscience. That is what we do in law. That is what we do, Jumoke.
All right. Barrister Onokpasa, thank you so much for joining us on Politics Tonight.